LEGO is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars this year by releasing a variety of different sets from the Clone Wars with the specialized 20th anniversary Clone Wars box art. Now we know LEGO and their set waves. They love to do a variety of different sets from different media in each wave. They can't really do what they did back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, where they could just release a big wave based on one piece of Star Wars content. However, since this year it is the 20th anniversary of the original 2003 Clone Wars show, as well as the 15th anniversary of the 2008 Clone Wars show, I thought it'd be kind of fun to just go back, take a look in this case specifically at that 2008 Clone Wars show, and see what could happen if LEGO were to release a wave completely based on that TV show. There are 7 seasons in that show, so we can't really do one video just on all 7 seasons, and so we're going to break it up. Today we're going to be seeing what would happen if LEGO were to make the ultimate LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 set wave. We're going to go ahead and follow LEGO's kind of set wave releases for this video as well. So rather than just making a bunch of $100+ set ideas, we're going to go ahead and follow kind of the format that LEGO releases their set waves in. This includes, of course, starting off with a couple of those smaller sets between $15 and $35, move into a few sets in that $50 to $80 range, and finally, a couple of those $100+ set ranges. Now, before we get started, just want to let you know, all the custom set concepts you see in this video are all designed by me. This includes the actual builds, box arts, etc. And if you want to see more images of those, more details, check the link in description to my Instagram account. But now let's go ahead and jump right into it. Starting off this Clone Wars Season 7 custom set wave, we should do a minifigure pack. Now for this minifigure pack, I thought it would be really cool to have it Siege of Mandalore related, and for this I would go ahead and include 2 of the 332nd clone troopers, as well as 2 of the basic plain Phase 2 clones. With regards to a build, I would go ahead and do a mini bark speeder. I think this would be the perfect minifigure pack since for one, 332nd clone troopers, people always love to army build them, and second, we haven't gotten plain Phase 2 clones from LEGO yet. I think this would be the best place to get him, a really cheap way, getting multiple and an easy way to army build, especially after the success of that Geonosian clone minifigure pack with the 2 Phase 1 clones. I think this one with Phase 2 clones would be a great hit. Moving along, we have our 2 $35 sets in this wave. The first of the $35 sets, I would go ahead and do the Super Battle Pack of the Siege of Mandalore. And again, you're going to see in this video, pretty much every set is based off those last 4 Clone Wars Season 7 episodes, but that's really where I felt the most content for future Star Wars sets was. For this battle pack, this is again similar to the 2020 501st Legion Clone Trooper set, where you include 4 clones as well as 2 enemies, and I kind of did a similar concept here. Now yes, this is a bit similar to the minifigure pack, but the minifigure pack would be kind of limited to the LEGO stores, so this would be another way to kind of build up your clone army, a bit more of a widely released set. Now for this, I would go on the clone side, once again 2 of the 332nd clones, and 2 of the basic Phase 2 clones with a bark speeder. Again, can't get enough clone troopers and sets nowadays. And opposing them, now this is really cool, would be the Maul Mandalorian Super Commandos. Again, we haven't gotten these guys in a set since the early 2010s, and it's really in need of a remake, especially now that we've got Gar Saxon, even Bo-Katan's Mandalorian loyalists. We need those Maul Mandalorian Super Commandos. So I would go ahead and include 2 of those in this set, as well as for the build, a bit of a updated version of the Mandalorian speeder bike, similar to what you saw in that Mandalorian battle pack from a couple years ago. This being the more widely released set, I think would sell amazing. Next off, the second $35 set, I would go ahead and go with the Darth Maul Hallway Attack. Now this is obviously a very iconic scene from the episode Shattered of Season 7 of the Clone Wars. The Dark Trooper Hallway Attack was a really cool concept. I think we need to see way more of these kind of hallway style themed sets. And in this case, a $35 Darth Maul Hallway Attack would be amazing. Now, for this, I would go ahead and include a build the same size that you see with that Dark Trooper hallway, except of the Venator. So I would go ahead and have the entrance to the Venator, as well as the hallway. Of course, Maul kind of rampages that Venator, so I would have a nice little play feature where you can kind of take those panels and make them fall on the clone troopers, as well as a section similar to the Dark Trooper attack set where you can actually use the Force and make clones kind of fly. With regards to the minifigures, I would go ahead and include 3 of the 332nd clones, as well as Darth Maul. Again, this would be a great second set in the hallway line, and I think would sell amazing. Those are a look at the $235 custom sets. Now we move along to the $50 to $80 LEGO Star Wars sets. Now LEGO usually has 2 to 3 of these per wave. I think the first one should be a 501st Ywing. Now, this was obviously seen in the last episode of Season 7 of the Clone Wars and would be an amazing set in that $80 price range. Now for this, I would go ahead and include that 501st Rex's theme of the Ywing in that kind of blue, dark gray, and white color scheme. I would make it with a variety of different updated techniques. Since that original 2009 one, we've had a variety of different new pieces, including a bunch of awesome new wedge plates, tiles, etc. Plus, kind of keeping it in this blue color scheme would differentiate from that original 2009 version, which was in yellow. I think this would be a no-brainer and kind of sell hot off the shelves. For the minifigures, I would go ahead and once again include Ahsoka, Rex, a 332nd clone, and of course Jesse. We haven't gotten him yet in minifigure form. Variety of these ARC troopers and 501st Legion clones we haven't gotten yet, but Jesse would be amazing here. And then of course Ahsoka's astromech. Moving along to the second of the $50 to $80 sets, I would go ahead and include a Republic attack shuttle, but not just any Republic attack shuttle, but the one that Maul gets transported in the episode Shattered. Now, this is definitely a bit of a unique take on the attack shuttle just because of the fact we got the original attack shuttle. It'd be really cool to change things up, kind of have a bit of a new design. Now, for this, I would include an updated version of the attack shuttle itself with this detachable cargo container. If folks are interested and just want that original kind of attack shuttle design, they could easily remove this top wing as well as detach this cargo container, and you have a regular attack shuttle. But for folks who want to create this cargo shuttle or this kind of the medical shuttle, they can easily kind of attach this cargo container to the bottom as well as the top wing. And I think that would be amazing. Now, for this attack shuttle, I think it'd be really cool to include brick-built wings, similar to how you see in that UCS Imperial shuttle from 2011. I think it would give it a really clean, sleek design, kind of updated and differentiated from that 2009 model. With regards to the cargo container, I would of course include Maul's Mandalorian prison in there, as well as a variety of different seats for clone troopers. For the minifigure selection, once again Ahsoka and Maul are a must. I would include Captain Rex in his Phase 2 armor, then a couple of 332nd clones, and even a shock trooper. And then the final set for that $50 to $80 price range, we got to give the Separatists some love since we have been doing a lot of clone-related vehicles, and we should do the Ocupada Droid. Now, this would be based off the opening of Season 7, Episode 9, and this would be the Battle of Yerbana. Now, in this, we would go ahead and include a Droid. Again, we haven't seen one of these ever made in LEGO. We had that little mini one in that 2014 212 Clone Troopers Battle Pack, but just that wasn't great. We need an actual large version, similar to how you see on Yerbana, but I think this would be amazing. So we'd have a dark blue, separatist colored Droid. We would go ahead and include that little command center with that updated super tactical droid in red. I think that would be an amazing new mold. Folks love that original tactical droid fig, and I think this one would be as popular, if not more. For the minifigures, of course you need Anakin and Obi-Wan. I would go ahead and include a 212th clone, as you do see him quite a bit in this battle, as well as the super tactical droid and a couple of battle droids. This set would fly off the shelves just because there are a lot of folks who want to build up those droid armies, and a few of these would look amazing. Moving along, we're going to go on to the diorama set. So LEGO loves to release these kind of 18 plus, more adult-centered diorama sets. I thought the perfect one for this would be the actual Order 66 scene called Shattered. This is definitely a bit more of a adult kind of oriented scene, a bit more kind of tragic, and I think this would kind of fit perfectly in that 18 plus diorama / dual set. similar to how you got with that Bespin deal. For this, I would kind of include a section of the bridge of the Venator. I would include kind of a 3-section build. You have the main section with the entrance into the Venator along with the hologram table, as well as 2 kind of side sections with those kind of holograms showing kind of the ships of the Venators. But again, this would be an amazing set to have. Again, another cheap way to get a Phase 2 Rex. So we'd of course include him, a couple of those 332nd Troopers, and Ahsoka. And finally, we move on to the $100+ sets. We're going to have 2 of them in this wave. Starting off at the $100 price point, I would do the Battle for Yerbana. The previous set, we had the Droid, which was a nice kind of different scale, but I think actually having the Bridge Battle itself would be amazing. Now, obviously, a few years ago, LEGO released the Spider-Man Bridge Battle for Marvel, and I thought when I saw that, have that, but for Yerbana, and that's what I've got right here. I would have a bridge battle set exactly at the same scale as that Spider-Man bridge battle in this kind of dollar gold color, similar to what we see for the C-3PO minifigure, with some dark tan highlights. I would have the actual bridge here with a bunch of battle damage. You'd of course include a dwarf spider droid. Again, in general, there's not too many larger enemy vehicles we can put since we want to kind of stay at that playset scale. I think for the figures, it would be really good once again to get Anakin and Obi-Wan, Captain Rex, Commander Cody, a couple of those 501st Jet Troopers, R2, and some battle droids. When the Spider-Man Bridge Battle set came out, everyone loved it. LEGO is kind of experimenting with that dull chrome gold color more and more these days with that Iron Man helmet, the Infinity Gauntlet. Expanding LEGO's gold color set pieces would be amazing and would look great in a set like this. So that is the Battle on Yerbana. In the last set in the Clone Wars Season 7 custom set wave at that $150 price point would be the Republic Gunship. I know we're getting the Coruscant Guard themed Republic Gunship, but with hopefully the popularity of that set, LEGO will do more Republic Gunships, including a regular styled gunship. Now obviously we've gotten kind of episode 2 versions of it, so I think to change it up, it'd be really cool to get the double door Clone Wars themed one with the bubble turret. For this set, I would of course include a gunship similar to the scale of that Coruscant Guard police gunship with the double doors. I would bring back the actual kind of decal stickers that you see on the front side of the gunship, those kind of sticker decals on the 2008 Republic gunship, as well as the dropship with AT-OT. I think it'd be kind of cool to just bring that back rather than just have a plain plated off section. With regards to the minifigure selection, Ahsoka, Maul are a must. I would go ahead and include Captain Rex, a 332nd clone, and some more Maul Super Commandos. A set like this, representing a pretty iconic scene in that opening of Siege of Mandalore, are going to fly off the shelves at that $120 to $150 price point. But there you have it. That is my ultimate LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 set wave. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Again, we'll have a couple more videos on the kind of set waves for earlier Clone Wars seasons. We'll probably be doing a seasons 1 through 3 set wave and the seasons 4 through 6 set wave, so definitely stay tuned. Those videos should be coming out kind of every other week. Really excited for those. But again, let me know what you guys thought about the set wave in the comments below. Again, do you agree with this? What other sets would you love to see from Season 7, Siege of Mandalore, etc.? Love to know that all down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming very soon, and I'll see you all next time.